Hello and welcome to the Aries November 2022 astrology and tarot reading for the month. Thanks for joining me here. I do appreciate the time you've taken to watch this content. So while we're waiting for your messages here, Aries, we're going to do a rundown of the astrology for the month, and how I structure the reading for you is we're going to do some tarot, so a card representing each week of the month of November, with a second card if necessary for more detail, more information that you may need. Then we're going to have a look at an energy card, an oracle card, and the astrology cards that may or may not be in your frequency, environment, or vibration at this time. So just take what resonates and drop what doesn't. And let's have a look at the astrology while we wait for your messages. Okay, so in November, we are looking at the energy of the sun in Scorpio. So Scorpio for Aries is the 8th house. The 8th house has the topics and aspects of sex, intimacy, debt, taxes, inheritance, all things bound with others financially, shared resources. So other people's money is the theme associated with Scorpio for Aries, and very much a intimate time of the month. So that is the energy for the first 3 weeks of November until the 22nd, when we have the sun shifting into your sister fire sign of Sagittarius, but more on that in a moment. So some standout dates that I'd like to let you know about. On the 8th of November, there is a full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, which for Aries is their second house. So full moon, culmination, lots of energy here. Things have come full circle here. The whole cycle has come to completion in the house of Taurus. Now, Taurus is associated for Aries with stability, your finances, abundance, all good things that make you feel safe, secure, and stable. So the full moon eclipse there, being an eclipse, it is a particularly disruptive, possibly, energy. At the moment, we are in eclipse season. So something could be eclipsed in or eclipsed out with the topics of the second house in Taurus. So there could be some great abundance coming your way, or loss of finances, or some sort of stability or gaining of. Either way, it's a full moon in Taurus, which is a beautiful sign of feeling very much grounded and in the body. It's a very earthy sign. And Venus is also in Libra on the 8th of November, which is the sign that rules Libra, and Venus also rules Taurus. So it's favorable that she is in her home sign here. So keep that date in mind, Aries. That's a significant time, the 8th of November. Second thing to note, we have Venus entering Sagittarius on the 16th of November. So that's a change of the guard for Venus. So her energy is going to be very different in the house of Sagittarius, which is Aries' 9th house. Venus involved with abundance, stability, being very grounded in Sagittarius. Is you may be using finances for long distance travel, or planning long distance travel, foreign exchange, higher education, university courses, discussing finances, or the stability of those things that may be upcoming for you, Aries. So that's what Venus can represent for entering into Sagittarius for you, your 9th house. And straight after that, on the 17th of November, we've got Mercury, the communication planet, entering Sagittarius as well. So Mercury in Sagittarius, so how we talk, how we think, what's on our mind, is in Sagittarius. Long goals, long distance travel, education, hitting targets, being very passionate, driven, very aware that there is things that you want to get moving and shaking, and you may be communicating about those topics as well. And the next thing to mention in the calendar month of November, Aries, on the 22nd, the sun enters Sagittarius. So this is the sun now in your fire sister sign. So this is all systems go. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of free-flowing movement. It's a very complementary energy for Aries. So from the 22nd November up until the 22nd of December, you should be feeling pretty energetic and kicking goals and setting goals and really having a lot of momentum pick up here. Next thing to mention, we have a new moon in Sagittarius on the 23rd of November, the following day. So this is new beginnings, goal setting. So new moons, we are now clean slate, let's go again, going into Sagittarius themes. So moons are emotions, so just keep that in mind too, Aries, when you are looking at moon cycles. It's a lot to do with your emotions and your internal dialogue. So the new moon in Aries, as Sagittarius, excuse me. So we're feeling pretty optimistic about the future here. It's a great time to set goals. And then on the same day, the 23rd, we have Jupiter going direct in Pisces. Pisces is your 12th house, Aries, and Jupiter's been retrograde in Pisces for a while, and now it's going forward. Jupiter in Pisces, this is expansion. This is really opening up to an abundant, optimistic time. And in Pisces, your 12th house is to do with charity, your psychology, things that you've been working on behind the scenes, maybe coming back louder than has been in the last 6 months, because Jupiter was in Pisces at the beginning of the year and then went into Aries and then retrograded into Aries, and now it's been retrograde in Pisces and now it's direct in Pisces. So a nice momentum of forward movement, all things 12th house, things that you've been working on, things that have been unseen should now pick up momentum, things that you need to deal with, things that you want to end, completions. We want to clear the decks. So when Jupiter enters Aries in December, on December 20th, I think by memory, but we'll find out next month, the stage will be set for real forward motion for you. So Jupiter going direct in Pisces is a fantastic time, Aries, to get all your ducks in a row, set up for success, because Jupiter in Aries is going to be a very long transit starting from December, which is very favorable for you. So expansion, growth, optimism, goal setting, hitting targets, going for what you want, international travel, foreign international dealings. This is all very positive for the Aries. And that, I think, are the standouts, yes, for November 2022, the astrology. So now let's have a look at what tarot has come through for Aries for the month of November. So you open up the month, Aries, with the King of Wands. The King of Wands represents sales, marketing, getting people on board with your ideas. This is like inspiring others to see your future visions. It's a lot of changing up of the environment because of these ideas, and all this passion actually promotes change and forward movement for you. This can also represent the sun sign of Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So you may have one of those signs around you, male or female. This is a general reading. So one of those signs may be around you, influencing you, inspiring you, or being very busy, or you could be dealing with a lot of just sales and marketing in general. But it's a very forward, nice energy that complements you, Aries. So this is the go-getter. This is what I'm after, and they set their goals and they generally hit them. So wonderful way to open up November. And then the second week in November, we've got a very different energy of the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is completions, endings, a painful ending, but now, you know, the blindfold's off. You're looking at things for how they are, and it's time to let things go and rest and leave them behind where they belong. So you've outgrown something here mentally, in your thoughts or your train of thoughts, There is now a completion and moving into a whole new cycle for yourself in the second week of November. So something significant ending here for some Aries out there in the second week. The third week, another very different energy, and it is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups represents the element of water, emotions, our feelings. So it's internal, can be external, because the page brings a message that is emotional or from the heart or about feelings. So you could be getting some news from someone, an offer of some sort, but news that usually has something to do with triggering emotions or feelings or reactions from you. Can also point to pregnancy here for some people as well, because it's a young cup of love. It's the beginnings, and all pages are about nurturing. So this is about nurturing your feelings and emotions when you get a message or something coming in for you. Or you could be ready to embark on self-love here as well. And then we close out the month of November with the Knight of Swords, Wands. A Knight of Wands represents the sun signs of Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, again, male or female, being a general reading. But the Knight of Wands talks to setting out on an adventure to accomplish something. They're going for it, they're moving forward. And being Wands, it's optimism, it's energy, it's inspiring. So usually you're going on an adventure that you're ready to take on with both hands. You're totally in with this energy. This also talks to possible changing of residence or employment. Either way, there is massive movement here going on at the end of November into December. So let's have a look at clarifying these messages that have come through for you, Aries. So you're opening up the month feeling very much inspired by someone or your own self, looking at developing something substantial for yourself, or for your family, or for your work. So a great energy, the King of Wands. What is this King of Wands for Aries, please, in November 2022? Can we please have some clarification? What is the message with the King of Wands for Aries in the month of November? The King of Wands. The King of Wands for Aries in the month of November. Too many. Just one message, please. Just one message, please. Clear message for Aries, for the King of Wands. Clear message for Aries. And it's the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is a card of holding on, holding back. Can also talk to measuring yourself against others, your own self-value. This card in general aspects is about needing to loosen up with your finances, or loosen up with your practical world. So more faith is needed here in yourself and your resources to bring you what they need. Can be a claustrophobic feeling associated with your practical world. So you may need to loosen up a little bit and take it easy on yourself. So a combination of these two cards, you know, the inspiration, optimism, ready to go, sales, marketing, you know, establishing, you know, something quite solid here and being on top of it all with the Four of Pentacles could talk to having more self-control and being more in control of your resources and practical surroundings, and trusting that what you're building can sustain you, and to let go of self-doubt that you have the capability of seeing through what it is that you are embarking on, or an endeavor or a person. So self-value associated with that card. So take it easy with yourself. Drop the negative chit chat. Drop the self-sabotaging thoughts. Not necessary. Certainly not your energy. So just be aware of your mental landscape in the first week. The second week of November, we have the major arcana card of Justice with the Ten of Swords. You could be completing a legal situation that you have been in for some time. The Ten of Swords is a completion. It's an ending. It's the final stage that has been long going. This is a cycle ending. So it could very well be for some Aries. You could be ending a contract. You could be ending a legal situation that you've been involved with. The Justice card, being a major arcana card, being a louder message, talks to needing to be more diplomatic, razor sharp with your thinking and communication, and can also rep the sun sign of Libra, male or female. So you could have an ending with a Libra, or a completion, or looking at a new contract, or ending a contract with a Libra. But the combination of these two, for me, stands out, being a general reading, as the completion of some sort of binding legal contract or document or law proceedings that you've been involved with. So congratulations, there is a final ending if some Aries out there have been wanting that. Okay, so that's the energy of the second week. And it's interesting with the astrology Aries on the 8th of November, that full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus could be the culmination of a legal situation that you've been in that now may either cost funds, or you may be receiving funds. So let's hope it's the latter. Okay, thank you. So the Page of Cups in the third week for Aries. What is the message, please, for the Page of Cups in the third week of Aries? A message of love, possibly a pregnancy around you. If not you, tends to talk about nurturing feelings and emotions, but a message that comes through and may affect your feelings and emotions, and also the nurturing of yourself and your heart and self-love. And it's with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands talks to accolades, victories, being seen in a workplace or within a group, recognizing what you have achieved, and you are now being put up on show for everyone to acknowledge you and your work that you have been doing. So with the Page of Cups, you could be getting a message from in the workplace or a project you've been working on that is going to make you feel very humbled, quite emotional, all those yummy, humbling feelings, people really reaching out and letting you know that you have done a great job, whatever it has been that you've been participating in, Aries. So that's a wonderful combination to have in the third week of November. Interesting. And then the final week, closing out the month of November, moving into December, we have the Knight of Wands. Going on a quest of change. Can be a change of residence, employment, and it's with the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got an energy here of there could be early rewards for a project that you've been working on, early financial rewards, recognition. This is about being recognized in a group for your skills, talents, and abilities. This usually has to do with a workplace, or could be more practical, accumulating people to work on projects in your home or whatever it is you may be building in the world, Aries, a business, etc. But this is about a group being established. Everyone has a goal. Everyone recognizes each other's skills and abilities and what they can bring, and making sure that everyone's on board to bring the thought of something stable to a reality and completion. So with the Knight of Wands, this could be moving towards a new group activity in the workplace, or literally moving to a new environment and getting set up in a new place. of residence. Either way, there's movement forward here, and there's people on your side, and there's recognition also that possibly could be coming in from work, or if you've been trying hard to get a place of residence or trying hard to get into a particular workplace or a project in a workplace, this now seems to be coming to fruition at the end of the month for some Aries. It is a very, very interesting month indeed, I must say, for that combination. I really do look forward to comments in the description bar below should you want to let us know in December how the month unfolds. Okay, Aries, so that's your tarot. We've got the astrology. Now let's look at the energy that may be around you or influencing you at this time, Aries, for the month of November. We have an energetic message. Thank you. That was super quick. And we have the energy of the happy family. This is gorgeous. The pregnancy card, possibly for some, that may be a nice addition or news coming about a new child on the way coming into the mix with your family dynamics. But family. So this is all about people being harmonious around you in your environment, in your actual home. You can expect a really nice frequency around you in the month of November when it comes to your family or who you consider to be your family, your friends, etc. Could be any dynamics that contribute to being a family for people. But this is a very harmonious card. This is a beautiful energy to have with you. The happy family in the month of November is the energy for Aries. Okay, let's have a look now at an oracle card for you. This is the Wisdom of Avalon oracle deck. So let's see what comes through for the message for Aries in the month of November. It's a long video, I know, Aries, but including all the astrology. This is what I do for you guys. I give you an idea of the energies and frequencies that are going on upstairs above us with the planets and how it may be affecting you at this time, and incorporating the tarot and oracle cards and astrology cards is just a bit of a bonus. So I do hope you enjoy the content, but I do appreciate it takes some time to view. And we have truth. So truth, Aries, represents you now being truthful to yourself, you now being brave enough to step into your own truth, dealing with some hard truths. The word truth in itself brings a vibration of it's just time to almost man up. It's a very soccer term. So it's time to walk your talk, get things moving and rolling here in the month of November. You do you, but it's time, and also expect the truth and nothing less than that, excuse me, from others as well. So very interesting message there with truth for some Aries. Okay. Let's see what planet, house and sign may be influencing the sign of Aries in the month of November. Let's have a look at a planet, a sign and a house for our Aries. Okay, so we have the planet Mars influencing Aries. This is your ruling planet. So you should be very much in your power, inspired, feeling vigor, almost athletic, on top of your game, really empowering energy here with Mars. Can talk to having necessary confrontation to clear things for yourself and for others. It just removes space to bring in the better frequencies and vibrations that you deserve. So if there's anything that needs to be confronted here, do so, let it go with grace and move forward, which is interesting with truth. So we have the planet Mars for Aries. Can we have a house and a sign? Thank you. A house and a sign, please, for Aries for the month of November. House and a sign for Aries. House and a sign for Aries. What's a sign for Aries? Thank you. So full moons too, while we're waiting for your last messages here, Aries, is a great time to cleanse your home with sage or sallow panto. And the sign is Libra. Libra is other people. It is your 7th house. It's opposite you. So partnerships, collaborations, also legalities as well, is associated with Libra. So with Mars here, there could be some confrontation with legalities, contracts, or a Libran in your life, but it definitely may speak to some aggression, possibly, or trying to control a legal situation, or a Libra itself, or controlling some sort of collaboration that you're involved with. But there's inspiration and energy here, so you could be inspired by those topics of Libra as well, or inspired by a Libran. Thank you. And we now need a sign, a house, excuse me. Thank you, that was quick. And it's the 12th house. The 12th house is associated, as spoken earlier in the video, with Pisces. So Jupiter direct in Pisces on the 23rd of November may be very significant for some Aries out there. But in the 12th house, let's have a look at the combination. We've got Mars, passion, excitement, optimism, growth in Libra, with relationships, others, legalities, contracts in the 12th house, things behind the scenes, things that people don't know what's going on the inside. It's not on the surface. So things that you've been working on behind the scenes. You could legally have some sort of legal situation that's been going on for some time behind the scenes coming to a completion here, which falls in nice with the second week. Also, again, it's dealing with wrapping things up, as mentioned in the astrology too. So significant passion and movement and momentum forward in Libra in the 12th house. So take that combination and bend it to your will. But for me, it would seem that there's going to be some movement going on with a contract, a legality that's going to come to a completion here in the month of November, is my instincts. And considering all the cards that have come through, truth, happy family, a legal situation coming to a completion, a nice message, recognition in the workplace, movement forward with a group of people. These are all pointing to some very almost karmic endings for some Aries out there, is what I'm picking up on. That's the energy and vibration I get from this whole reading as a whole. Okay, so a lot to unpack there, Aries. I hope you have a cup of tea or a cuppa or a glass of wine or a glass of bourbon, whatever floats your boat. Take it all in. It's just always interesting to look back on the readings in November and reflect and see how these may or may not have resonated for you, and then drop a comment. That would be really greatly appreciated to expand the channel as well. And always like, share and subscribe, because that also helps this information reach others that are also interested in astrology and tarot. I do hope you have a fabulous November. Don't forget those key dates. Go back to the beginning of the video and lock them in, because they should be very poignant and significant for you. Okay, Aries, until December, have a great one. I'll see you next time.